So, since I started making Minecraft videos, I've built a lot of things, killed a lot of chickens, and probably spent way too much time on this game for a 26-year-old. I've built things such as Barbie's dream house, Shrek's house, my dream house, and about 5,000 other houses. I also spent around 40 hours last year building Hogwarts, which is probably my favourite thing I've built to date. It's weird, even though I've been playing this game for years, I still love building in it, and since I discovered the Chisel and Bits mod, it sparked my love for the game even more. So I decided to set myself the project of building a scale version of the Anaheim Disney Castle, and around 35 hours of building and hours of time-lapse recording later, here we are. Now, I didn't even tell anyone I was building this. I kept it a complete secret. Even my wife Lizzie, who I was super excited to show it to later on in this video. And now, I'm excited to show you. 35 hours later, and here we are. We have finished the Disney Castle using the Chisel and Bits mod as well as a load of other mods to make it insanely detailed, and this is by far possibly the best thing I've ever built. I'm super proud of how this turned out at the end. I hope you guys are going to love it too. It's kind of weird watching this footage right now because I built all this stuff so long ago. I started this on the 27th of August. I've just kind of been building it on and off every now and then. On the screen now you can see all the time-lapse recordings and you can see the time on the left. I did add them up myself, but I kind of did a rough estimate really in the end, so I'm guessing it's somewhere around 35 to 40 hours, which means about every 1 second of time-lapse you see here in real time, that is about 7 minutes, so this is really sped up. I wanted to build the Anaheim Castle because it was by far the smallest castle. I can't even begin to imagine how long it would have taken to build any of the other Disney castles around the world, but I still ran into quite a few problems. The main one being, although the Disneyland castle has been photographed hundreds of thousands of times, literally every single person who goes to Disneyland probably gets a photo with the castle, or at least takes a quick snap of it. It was a real struggle to find pictures of the castle from any other angle than this one. And it was especially hard to find a picture from the top-down view so you could see the layout of this thing. In fact, there was only one picture I could find from the top down, and this is it. Yep, that's the Disney Castle right there in the middle. And I didn't even find that image until at least halfway through the build. So 1 or 2 of the turrets at the start here are in the complete wrong place, and you'll see me change them later on. But I really did have a good time building this thing. I don't know what it is about these long builds where you just do little bits at a time. Like literally, I'd spend an hour and I'd finish a tower and I'd be like, yes, that's like 6 blocks high, and I'm like, this is great, I'm happy with this, I've done good today. By the way, this stuff on screen right now, this all changes. These are all in the complete wrong position. You can probably tell if you go back and look at that top-down view bit from earlier. So this build is the reason why I haven't really uploaded a challenge me video in a long time. That was my little series where I got my friends to make me build crazy stuff, because I was already in the middle of building something crazy, so I didn't want to have to build 2 lots of crazy things. I could just focus on one thing going crazy. Am I going crazy? I think I am. Now, another reason why this build was extra hard is that they actually updated the Disney Castle. So the picture I showed you earlier was of the old Disney Castle. The new Disney Castle looks like this. So as you can see, it is a lot brighter now. The bricks are a lot more blue. The colors sort of stand out a lot more. So I went off that version because obviously there are a lot more pictures of the new version because there was loads of videos and stuff of when they were unveiling the new version. I also had to make some texture changes. That pink right there is actually pink concrete. I made it a lot more paler and pastel. And the roof there is actually a lapis block, which I've actually made more cyan. Also, some bits of this build I completely made up. It probably won't look anything like that in real life because I think you can't actually go up into the castle at Disneyland Anaheim. I know you can do it at the other parks and you can go on the little balcony bit, but I don't think you can in Anaheim. At least I couldn't find any videos or pictures of people up there. So I kind of customized it myself, added in a few windows that I thought looked quite nice. But everything else you see is completely taken from reference photos. I do add like the lake and some bushes later, and they are not by any means referenced anyway. I'm not gonna lie, really couldn't be bothered to go through every single bush and make it identical to how it looks in real life. They're bushes, they change, who cares? Another thing that's kind of weird is that the castle is not like this separate entity in the park. It actually has walls going on to other parts of the park, which obviously make up other buildings that lead on to different areas, and I couldn't really figure out where the castle ended, so I kind of just had to be like, yep, this is where it ends, I've decided now. This meant that the back of the castle may not be completely accurate, although the actual castle itself is. The walls that come off the back, there's probably like other stuff that's added on there that I just completely missed in photos. But hey, who cares about the back of the castle when you've got the front, which looks magnificent. Actually, the back actually looks really cool as well. well. The window there looks really awesome in my opinion. Now, one thing I am very excited about is showing people this. I've not showed anybody yet. I'm really hyped to show Lizzie especially. She kind of figured out that I was building it as I was building something constantly, and she's like, what are you working on? And eventually I had to tell her that I was building the Disney Castle, but she has no idea the amount of detail I've done and how crazy it looks. And it's very rare that I ever spend this long on a build. The only other time I've done something like this is when I built Hogwarts, which was a really long project as well, about the same time to be honest. But obviously I didn't use chisel and bits, so that thing is massive, whereas this is nice and small. Like seriously, I've spent 15 hours on this and I don't think it's even 25 blocks high. By the way, these arches you're seeing now, these arches took 3 hours to build. 3 hours to build some stupid arches because they were so awkward and annoying to place all the blocks in all the little tiny bits, and I was starting to go insane while placing them, and I would never build those arches again. They were horrible, okay? But now we get into the fun bit, which is adding on this water and all the bushes and finalizing the build and making it look really nice and pretty. I added in my own chisel and bits bushes, which I think look really cute, as well as a couple of trees. But then at the end I added in a load of just normal trees around it just to make it look like it's surrounded by stuff, otherwise it would have been quite empty. And here is what you've all come to see. Just look at it. That is the picture that you always see of the Disney Castle, and oh boy, I'm just so happy with it. I think it looks amazing. As you can see, this thing is insanely detailed. I really tried not to leave anything out, and it feels so good that my hard work has finally paid off. Here's all the bushes I was talking about earlier, plus some custom trees. But who cares when you have this to look at? So we have brought Lizzie on to have a look. She is currently trapped in a box in there, but I'm about to reveal it to you, Lizzie. Are you ready?
It's dark in here, Joel. Get me out.
Boom.
Oh.
Do you like it?
I love it.
Do you think it's good?
It's so pink.
Where is it pink? Oh, just the
On
bit
the pink bits.
Oh yeah, there's not much pink bits. It's mainly blue,
Oh,
I'd say.
and the railing is so cute and detailed.
Yeah, it's a lot of
I've
stuff.
fallen in the water.
Oh, yeah, well, it's not actually a functioning railing.
I'm Disney drowning.
Lizzie, no, this is... Oh my gosh, I'm going to get demonetized. Disney see this.
Wow, this is so cool. This is so detailed. Oh, whoa. Look at the drawbridge and everything.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird drawbridge. The proportions don't work, but it doesn't at Disneyland either, apparently, so that's okay.
Ah, so it's very accurate.
Yeah, and then inside
Cool.
this bit's a bit empty, but you can see the back as well.
Whoa, I like the little designs, the little emblems. What are they?
I made those up. They do have something, but it's a lot more detailed, but I didn't have much space because it's only like 6 little blocks. Thank you.
It's like the Minecraft version. I want to see up here.
Okay, you can have a look around. You can have
Oh my gosh.
all the different little bits
So
and stuff.
detailed. Look at me go. Whee! Oh. Whee! Oh, I love these little bits on the roof.
The little gold bits.
You know what this is missing?
What?
A fireworks show.
Oh my gosh, yes. Do you want to do it?
Yes.
Okay, and now for the first firework display. The lights have been dimmed in the park. Lizzie, would you like to do the honors? Let's cue the emotional music. A whole new world. Fantastic point of
Please don't sing.
Okay, I'll just add some actual music on.
And look, Tinkerbell!
But anyway, Lizzie, thank you for coming on and having a look at my castle. I tried to make the Disney logo. I'll call it a success for now. It wasn't the best, but there you have it, guys. The Disney Castle, to scale, the one from Disneyland Anaheim, the original OG Disneyland. So much detail on that. I'm just showing off some final bits of the build now in some of these cinematic shots, which are just looking super epic. I really don't know what to do for my next project. I feel like I'm going to do a couple of challenge me videos with some of my friends, but then I kind of want to start another big project, as it was really fun just building this every single night. And progress was really slow, but when you looked back at what you'd done after like an hour or two of building, you were like, wow, that was really worth it. If any of you have got any suggestions on what you'd like me to build next, please leave them in the comments down below. Get a little conversation going. Don't go for anything too insane like the entire Disney park, as that would literally take me years. But anything from a TV show or movie where I can see lots of pictures of it would be awesome. Although real life buildings are a lot easier because normally there's a lot more photos as they are real. Well, there you have it, guys. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and a comment if you did enjoy this video, as don't want to guilt you into it, but it kind of took a lot of work. Also, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because that would be awesome. And I shall see you another time. Goodbye.
Dab.